Good morning. NJBIZ would like to welcome you to the 2021 NJBIZ 40 Under 40 Award Ceremony. We are thrilled to have you joining us for this morning's virtual event. During our program, we will honor 40 amazingly talented individuals who are making a significant impact on how business is conducted in New Jersey. And they're doing it all before they hit 40 years of age. We are ready to begin and hope you enjoy the program from the comfort of your homes and offices. And now, please give a warm virtual welcome as we introduce your host, Ken Cazales, publisher of NJBIZ.
Good morning. I'm Ken Cazales, publisher of NJBIZ, and your host, your virtual host, for this incredible event that I look forward to every year. I welcome each of you, our honorees, judges, and guests, to the 2021 NJBIZ 40 Under 40 Awards event. Let me first say how privileged, honored, and humbled I am to be part of this event. It gives me great pleasure to lead a team and a brand that means so much to so many. I thank you all for allowing us to play a role in recognizing the successes of all of you this morning. The 40 young people we're about to introduce are truly an impressive and diverse group, ranging from entrepreneurs and inventors to nonprofit leaders and healthcare professionals to lawyers and CEOs. While all very different, they're also very similar in that they share a commitment to excellence, leadership, vision, and charity. And I have to be honest, each year when I look at our group of honorees, I think to myself, either they're getting younger or I'm getting older. And that answer is obvious. They must be getting younger because there's no way I'm getting older. I mean, honestly, I don't look a day over 39. Okay, maybe 45. Fine, I'm 653 months old, you do the math, but I do dye my goatee gray. Okay, I don't even do that. I'm getting older, okay? Happy? I guess that explains why our honorees keep looking younger. Speaking of our honorees, let's get back to celebrating them. Whether starting their own companies, working their way up in family businesses, or implementing change and introducing fresh ideas to firms that have been around for decades, each has already made their mark in the Garden State. And each will continue to be a New Jersey business leader for what I am sure will be many years to come. You, are impressive individuals. I'm sure I speak for the entire NJBIZ team when I say we're all honored to present these awards today. And nothing would make me happier than to meet all of our honorees face to face and congratulate each and every one on a job well done. As we continue to navigate these unprecedented times, each day brings us closer to coming together in person for our award events as we did way back in the good old days of 2019. They are coming back, but until then, we are happy and so proud to provide you with this special virtual program, which allows us and all of you the ability to celebrate together this morning. With that being said, I truly hope all of you, as well as those you love and care about, are healthy and safe. We are almost there. I do encourage everyone joining us this morning to engage with one another by using the chat in the right-hand portion of your screen. This is where you can post comments and cheer on your colleagues, family, and friends. If you don't see the chat, you may need to click on those three dots in the upper right to request the desktop version. I also ask all of you to please stay tuned through to the end, as it's important that we share in the successes of everyone being recognized this morning. And there are also a lot of personal videos submitted by the honorees, which allows all of us to know them a bit more intimately. Now, without further ado, let's take a quick peek at this year's 40 honorees who are most definitely deserving of today's recognition. We had a record number of nominations this year, so to make the top 40 was no easy task. And due to the high number of nominations, we had to enlist a lot of help from judges to determine the top 40. This group that contributed to the success of this program, our independent panel of judges not affiliated with NJBIZ, includes Brian D. Agnew, COO and Managing Partner, Sphinx Minerva Group; John Blake, CPA Partner, Klatskin Accountants and Advisors; Jeffrey Crum, Chief Investment Officer, New Jersey Community Capital; Christine Socha Chapik, Esquire, Partner, Bortek and Chapik PC; David Freilichman, Shareholder, Greenberg Traurig LLP; Gemma M. Giantomasi, Esquire, Practice Group Leader, Real Estate Development and Land Use Group, Chiesa, Shahinian and Giantomasi PC; Casey Gosel, Partner, Mandelbaum Solzberg PC; Lauren Goldfarb, AIF, Senior Vice President, Business Development, Newport Capital Group; Evan J. Lyde, Esquire, Shareholder, Stark & Stark PC; Matthew D. Nunn, Esquire, Partner, Co-Chair of Family Law and General Appellate Practice, Einhorn, Barbarito, Frost, and Botwinick PC; Nicole M. Pace Adeo, MA, New Jersey Public Outreach Manager, Stokes Creative Group; Eli Rennert, Senior Vice President, Chief Lending Officer, First Commerce Bank; Brian Roberts, Shareholder, Stark & Stark; Jason E. Wallace, Founder, Managing Member, 2920 Wall, LLC; Brian J. Whitmer, Vice Chairman, Cushman & Wakefield; and Marianne Zaleski Romano, Executive Director, JP Morgan Private Bank. With such an impressive group of nominations submitted this year, our judges had their work cut out for them, which included reading, reviewing, and scoring each nominee to decide which 40 applicants would make the 2021 list. Each nominee was judged based on 4 categories: professional accomplishments, leadership, vision, and community involvement. Thank you so much, judges, for your time and commitment in selecting this morning's honorees. I don't know about you, but I can't wait to meet and learn more about this impressive group of individuals. So let's not wait a second longer. Ladies and gentlemen, I proudly present the NJBIZ 40 Under 40 Top Young Business and Professional Leaders for 2021.
For me, one of the biggest takeaways over the past few months with the pandemic has been how important it is to take care of everybody's physical and mental health. As managers and as team members, we need to be constantly checking on those we work with and our friends and family to make sure that everybody is doing well in what has been an incredibly stressful number of months.
An important lesson I think the pandemic has taught me is the importance of valuing one another's experiences. This has been a really tough and challenging time for all of us, and professionally that not only includes clients but also colleagues, from opposing counsel to court staff and even judges. And I think it's important we remember that each one of us has gone or is going through something, and we should be able to lean on one another and remember that we are all human in all of this.
The positive things that I've learned living and working through this pandemic are that, family and health have to come first. And I think the pandemic allowed us all to reprioritize. Also, without adversity, you can't have real growth and positive change. So that was a silver lining for me personally for the pandemic.
Throughout this pandemic, I've learned to make time for the people that you love. Like many others, I've lost people that I love during this pandemic. So as a result, I've learned to always tell people what they mean to you and not to take anything for granted.
The biggest lesson I learned during the pandemic was to always turn the lights off when you leave the office, because it turns out you might not be back for a year and a half.
My most positive takeaway from working and living during the pandemic is getting to see up close and personal just how many good people there are working to do the right thing. Nurses, childcare providers, frontline nonprofit agency workers. There are folks out there who are working tirelessly to keep people safe, to keep them healthy, and that's really what keeps me going in this work, and that's what gives me hope.
I think if something positive has come out of the pandemic for me, it's been a better understanding of work-life balance, and the fact that everybody that you were interacting with on a day-to-day basis, they're all going through something.
The COVID pandemic has taught me to take advantage of every opportunity in the real estate space that I'm in. It's caused some bad and also some good for the things that I've been doing in the real estate markets. And raising a child, having a child, our first child during the pandemic has taught me to really value and take advantage of personal connections and times we can spend with our families, which have become, unfortunately, a lot more rare.
The way we work changed overnight, and we all had to pivot quickly to work virtually and work virtually effectively. That was difficult, and those who were able to do so, I think, had more positive outcomes than those who tried to maintain the status quo.
So what I learned working in this pandemic is that a team working from home in stressful conditions throughout the state of New Jersey can come together, can thrive to the point where we're opening up new offices, hiring new staff, and helping small businesses succeed during this unprecedented time.
Probably the most positive lesson that came out of the COVID-19 pandemic for me was seeing the true power and resilience of our community. We received an outpouring of support in the shelter that I worked in, and that's what really kept our doors open and allowed us to keep serving the people that needed us the most during this pandemic.
Being a marketing and digital communications agency, we were very fortunate to pick up a lot of work in the line of social media, digital communications, and producing live streams during the pandemic. I believe having a multicultural and creative team has not only helped expand our clientele, but has also helped our partners reach new markets. So having people on our team that are bilingual in other languages has helped enormously.
One of the important things I've learned through the pandemic is the importance of meeting in person. And now that we go back to the office, the ability to be strategic with our time.
Communication check-ins are so important for family, friends, colleagues, teams, staff members, to just see how they're doing, to see where their mindset is, to see if they're okay. We never know who's by themselves through this pandemic, or is struggling or dealing with family members that have gone through COVID. So just making sure that we check in with each other to see how we're doing.
Living through a global pandemic has showed me the importance of being able to change and think outside the box. It's also given me the opportunity to always try to find the silver lining in the chaos, right? In the change, to value every moment and make the best of what I have.
Over the course of her 8-year legal career at Hoagland, Longo, Moran, Dunst, and Dukas LLP, Julianne Alessino has ascended from associate to partner as a result of her zealous advocacy on behalf of her clients in difficult cases, and for her outstanding leadership within the firm. Driven by her passion and commitment as an advocate for the advancement of women, she also spearheaded and coordinated the firm's Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee, and has been a member of the New Brunswick Free Public Library Board of Trustees since 2019, including as Vice President of the board since 2020. Congratulations, Julianne Alessino. Joe Alteno started his career in sports as an usher in college at the George Washington University Smith Center. Today, he serves as Vice President of Event Operations and Guest Experience with Prudential Center and the New Jersey Devils, where his vision is to create an inclusive, welcoming, and safe environment for the 2 million guests who come through the doors annually. An avid runner, he is currently training for the Boston Marathon and raising money for You Can Play, an LGBTQ+ organization that ensures sports are a safe place for athletes, coaches, fans, and front office staff. Congratulations, Joe Alteno. An experienced communicator, Felicia Banks currently serves as Communications Manager at Atlanticare, where she manages a multi-channel corporate communications program reaching nearly 6,000 employees across more than 100 locations. Like so many countless individuals, Banks committed to doing her part during the COVID-19 pandemic, even through the tragic loss of her dad in January due to COVID. While this was the greatest challenge of my career and life, I drew strength from my faith, knowing that the work I was doing was important and in some way might impact those caring for others like my dad, says Banks. Congratulations, Felicia Banks. Practicing law for 10 years now, Crystal M. Burkess says her greatest professional achievement was becoming a successful family law practitioner after first having a career as a high school English teacher while completing her law degree in the evening program at Seton Hall University School of Law. Currently serving as an attorney at Lawrence Law LLC, she focuses her practice on complex matrimonial and family law matters. Extremely proud of her Cuban heritage, she joined the Hispanic Bar Association in 2019. In addition, she became a mentee in the New Jersey chapter of the American Academy of Matrimonial Lawyers in 2020. Congratulations, Crystal M. Burkess. Serving as Corporate Managing Director of Integrated Consulting Strategies at Savills, Nate Brzezowski says he recently achieved his greatest career accomplishment to date with the completion of several of the largest transactions in the Northeast last year in the midst of a global pandemic. But the best part, he says, is getting to meet and speak to new people at new companies in different industries every day. I get to solve problems, create solutions, and implement, he says. Within the community, he has volunteered as a mentor for the Young Entrepreneurs Academy, a 21-week program run in conjunction with the Newark Regional Business Partnership. Congratulations, Nate Brzezowski. Since joining the Michaels organization 7 years ago, Nicholas Cangelosi has been positively changing the lives and neighborhoods within the city of Camden by leading the redevelopment of more than 1,000 new homes, new community centers, medical spaces for Camden's anchor medical institutions, and public gathering areas. Providing homes to thousands of New Jersey's most vulnerable families, seniors, and those with special needs has been the most gratifying professional accomplishment of my career, he says. Currently serving as the firm's Vice President of Development, he is responsible for all aspects of development activity. Congratulations, Nicholas Cangelosi. Recognized as an influential and well-connected executive whose political foundation has spurred a career in enhancing the built environment, Sandy Castor currently serves as the Director of Business Engagement for Middlesex County. In this role, she leads her office in serving as the key connector for companies, entrepreneurs, nonprofits, and small businesses seeking to relocate, expand, or start up in the county. Within the community, Castor is passionate about serving on the board of She Wins Incorporated, which focuses on creating a pipeline of college, career, and community-ready young women leaders from Newark, as well as Home Corp and the Mount St. Dominic Academy. Congratulations, Sandy Castor. Serving as General Counsel and COO of DOWC, Edvi M. Castro brings a unique and insightful perspective to the legal landscape in the automotive industry. Armed with a proven record of success in managing operations and handling regulatory and compliance matters, she swiftly advanced to a leadership position where she leverages her skills to provide clients with structure, participation, and wealth-building opportunities. Recently named to Auto Success Magazine's inaugural 2021 class of Women at the Wheel, Castro uses her success to advocate and support causes that affect women professionally, financially, and legally. Congratulations, Edvi M. Castro. Since joining Cushman & Wakefield of New Jersey 14 years ago, Josh Cohen has advised clients in more than 6.5 million square feet of transactions, ranging from simple office leases to large consolidation, corporate headquarters relocations, and dispositions over 330,000 square feet, including multi-market work. Serving as the firm's managing director, he was most recently involved in two of the most important transactions of 2019 and 2020. With the burgeoning downtowns and all the redevelopment opportunities, my career allows me to have the opportunity to directly participate in these transformations and help impact the future landscape of New Jersey's office market, says Cohen. Congratulations, Josh Cohen. Accepting the position of general counsel at Red Bull New York over a year and a half ago was an easy decision for Carrie Cohen. I'm passionate about the law and I'm an avid sports fan. Combining the two has led me to my dream job, she says. In addition to overseeing all legal matters pertaining to New York Red Bulls Arena, and RBNY Academy, Cohen found herself suddenly guiding the organization throughout an unprecedented health crisis. From helping transition employees to working from home to developing a plan for players to resume training, she flawlessly navigated the legal waters of a new reality for the company. Congratulations, Carrie Cohen. Since joining the law firm of Stark & Stark 13 years ago, Corinne Cook concentrated her practice on divorce proceedings, including custody, alimony, child support, and equitable distribution. According to Cook, who became a shareholder in 2017, her greatest reward is helping clients through a very difficult time. Oftentimes, they are completely different people at the culmination of their cases, and it gives me great pride that I was able to help them get to that place, she says. A first-time mom to a daughter who was born in the midst of the pandemic, Cook says she has enjoyed having the extra time at home to bond with her little girl. Congratulations, Corinne Cook. Currently serving as Chief Executive Officer at Oculomotor Technologies, an early-stage biotechnology company building platform technologies for vision diagnosis and rehabilitation, John Vito D'Antonio Bertagnoli is responsible for managing overall company operations, finances, and resources. But according to the 27-year-old, his greatest accomplishment took place a year ago when he received a $1 million Small Business Innovation Research Award from the National Science Foundation, making him one of the youngest recipients of the grant. Thanks to this achievement, he was able to convert most of his team of part-time undergraduate interns into full-time employees. Congratulations, John Vito D'Antonio Bertagnoli. Deeply committed to supporting children and families, as well as addressing the deep socioeconomic inequities and racial disparities that plague our country, Evan Delgado serves as Vice President of Programs at the Turrell Fund, a philanthropic foundation based in Montclair that serves children and families in northern New Jersey and Vermont. In this role, which includes working on the fund's strategic initiatives and policy work, overseeing its grant-making and engaging in community partnerships, Delgado's motto is that to have the greatest impact, one must follow the lead of those they seek to serve. Congratulations, Evan Delgado. Timothy Dinan has been with the law firm of Laddie Clark & Ryan since 2010, when he joined as an associate right out of law school at Rutgers. His main focus since then has been in personal injury litigation, having great success in the courtroom. In 2016, he was named a partner and chair of the firm's personal injury department, where he is responsible for a team of 5 attorneys and several support staff, as well as the marketing and growth of the practice group. I am blessed to be able to help people through some of their worst moments and give them a reason to hope that their future could be a little bit easier, he says. Congratulations, Timothy Dinan. Armed with a passion for community banking, David DiStefano left a prominent role at a national bank during the 2008 financial crisis to help start First Bank. Under his leadership as First Senior Vice President, First Bank has become a thriving and rapidly growing community bank with 16 branches, 215 employees, and $2.44 billion in assets. Along that journey, DiStefano was named lead executive responsible for developing 2 storied community bank acquisitions. Beginning as the bank's first employee, he says his secret to successfully leading the bank is a belief in old-school relationships that begin with a conversation. Congratulations, David DiStefano. John Arricco has always been passionate about trying to make things better, which is how he began investing in real estate and eventually starting Liberty Hudson Capital, a vertically integrated real estate fund focusing on value-added investments in the single-family, multifamily, and mixed-use space throughout the tri-state area. Thanks to the firm's construction and management arms, Errico, who serves as principal, has been able to expand his efforts to include acquiring, renovating, and managing projects to maximize investors' returns. Within the community, Errico, along with his wife, is involved with mentoring a young man living in Passaic, which they plan to continue doing throughout his middle and high school career. Congratulations, John Errico. By the time he was 13 years old, Daniel Finch had decided to become a physician because he considered it to be among the most challenging and rewarding life paths that a person could take. Since then, he earned his New Jersey State medical license, became board certified by the American Board of Psychiatry and Neurology in Adult Psychiatry, and completed the Perinatal Mental Health Certification, an achievement that placed him as the first physician in New Jersey to be certified by the Postpartum Support International. Today, he serves as Chief Medical Officer at Care Plus NJ Incorporated, where he balances competing demands of over 50 programs and services. Congratulations, Dr. Daniel Finch. Serving as managing partner at the Folks Firm, a burgeoning Black-owned entertainment law firm that provides legal advice to some of the most innovative creatives and emerging companies in the arts, entertainment, digital media, tech, sports, and fashion industries. Carl Folks is proof that you don't have to leave the state to make an impact on the entertainment industry. Being from New Jersey, I always knew the talent the state possessed and the impact it had on culture, says Folks, who also serves as a music business professor at the Billboard-recognized music industry program at Drexel University and Rowan University. Congratulations, Carl Folks. Since becoming an attorney, Angie Gambone has been highly committed to changing the landscape of the legal profession so that it is more welcoming and just for all. Currently serving as a shareholder with the law firm of Flaster Greenberg, Gambone concentrates her practice in the areas of complex family law, divorce, and custody matters. In addition, she is the current chair of Flaster Greenberg's Diversity Committee and is a board member for the Philadelphia Diversity Law Group. I'm most proud of working tirelessly, daily, to better the lives of others, particularly those who are disenfranchised or members of marginalized groups, she says. Congratulations, Angie Gambone. Celebrating 10 years with the law firm of Connell Foley, LLP, after first serving as a summer associate, Molly Kellett today serves as a partner focusing her practice on complex commercial litigation matters, with a particular concentration in e-discovery. According to Kellett, making partner was her greatest achievement to date, especially since she did so while out on maternity leave after the birth of her second child. Realizing such accomplishments are the result of not only her own hard work and determination, but also thanks to the support of others. Kellett is dedicated to offering the same support to younger attorneys and other professionals looking to advance their careers. Congratulations, Molly Kellett.
One of my biggest accomplishments has been working on the MTV Video Music Awards, which were hosted live from Prudential Center back in August of 2019. The entire team here spent months preparing with key stakeholders, the City of Newark, and Viacom to present an event that was broadcast live around the world featuring some of the biggest names in music.
My proudest moments have everything to do with my son, seeing who he is becoming and seeing him grow and thrive and become a caring, smart, sophisticated young man has been my proudest moment and a dream come true.
My proudest moment is this moment. I've invested 100% of my energy and focus into building out this organization to full strength. I'm honored to receive this recognition, and DOWC recently received the prestigious Dealer's Choice Award. All of this comes as we're expanding to new locations and growing our team like never before.
My proudest moment is definitely outside my profession, and that's becoming dad and having a family. There's truly nothing better, and it's the essence of what I live for and work for.
My proudest moment is when we received our Phase 2 SBIR award from the National Science Foundation. It was $1 million grant, and with it I was able to take all of our student interns and convert them to full-time employees, finally getting to pay them what they're worth. It was the culmination of months and months of really, really difficult work and hard effort, but we finally got it, and I'm so happy that my team got to grow because of it.
Proudest moment of my life is the birth of my daughter. She was born during the COVID pandemic, so she was born in May of last year, and very stressful, very hard time. We actually had a home birth, a planned home birth at home, which was a really unique experience, but I couldn't be more proud and more happy, very transformative, and now she's healthy, 16 months old.
I would say my greatest achievement within the profession has been being named partner at Sobelco this year. It just means so much to me to be a part of such a great firm, and it's just the realization of a goal that I've had ever since becoming a public accountant.
So my proudest moment of my career is the day I got sworn into the bar. The Honorable John R. Rao swore me in his courtroom with a full house of people that have supported me through my clerkship. My mother and father were there, and my mother held the Bible. It was the culmination of years of hard work and dedication, and it's a complete privilege to practice law in the state of New Jersey.
My proudest moment as a marketing director and in my profession was when we won the Zwei Group's Marketing Excellence Award, which is a pretty great achievement in the engineering industry. And I think it's indicative of not just the quality of our work, but the effectiveness of a collaborative management approach where everybody on my team is able to bring their strengths to each project. And through this approach, we've been able to create some amazing deliverables and successful campaigns that have contributed to the growth of our firm.
Today marks the proudest moment of my professional career. I am truly humbled. Thank you, Dr. Tara Chalicani and Mary Pat Angelini, for your support over so many years. I am so honored to stand among such amazing people.
One of my most proudest moments outside of my profession, I would have to say, is becoming a mother to my amazing 6-year-old son, who has been a joy watching grow and develop. Especially through this pandemic. He has been amazing, and to have the opportunity to be his mother, especially through this pandemic, has been rewarding.
My proudest moment in my professional career has been being named the executive director of the Housing Partnership at the age of 29. It was a goal that I had set for myself early on in college, that I wanted to be the executive director of a nonprofit that helps people. And being able to achieve that before the age of 30 was a very proud moment for me.
Becoming a father in 2018, I have a young daughter, Mila, who's just the pride and joy of my life. I'm so proud to be a father, to be her father. It's just an amazing, amazing part of my life. I would also say that being a person in recovery from mental health and substance use disorders, I just celebrated 10 years in recovery in July of 2021, and that was a huge milestone for me.
The proudest moment by far is bringing these two munchkins into the world. They tag along with us on our day-to-day, join us in some of the charities we work with. They build care packs for homeless, and they understand the mission, they know what it's for. We like to expose them to a lot. Little man here is sitting in on a board meeting with a global Fortune 100 company, and they've really just taught us a lot about a work-life balance, and it's great.
One of the proudest moments in my profession has been to help other women in their professional careers. As a product of Elizabeth and the daughter of a first-generation immigrant from Colombia, it is very important to me to set high standards and produce quality work that will not only help my family, but serve as a positive example to other young entrepreneurs.
Since joining Liberty Science Center 3 years ago as its Chief Financial Officer, Tamor Kusha has led the organization's financial management and operations, serving as a strategic finance partner to its leadership team and as a project lead for SciTech City, a real estate development project led by the center. But for Kusha, his proudest achievement to date has been steering the center through the difficult times of a pandemic and subsequent 7-month closure. Within the community, he serves as a trustee and chair of the Finance Committee for the Community Charter School of Patterson. Congratulations, Tamor Kusha. After first serving in the public sector with the Manhattan District Attorney's Office, where he led the New York Police Department's counterterrorism efforts on international money laundering investigations, Christopher LaForgia made the jump to the private sector, serving today as Associate General Counsel at Sharp Electronics Corporation. He brings the skills he's developed in prosecution and investigations to the company's diverse legal work, while leading contract work and creating efficiencies for nearly 50 offices with more than 900 employees. In his free time, LaForgia is passionate about getting involved with the communities he serves in order to make them safer places to live and work. Congratulations, Christopher LaForgia. Recognized as a human resources leader and strategic business partner with a history of creating innovative team member-oriented high-performance cultures, Dennis Lennon currently serves as Vice President of Human Resources at Atlantic Health System. Since joining the company 11 years ago, he has been dedicated to supporting the healthcare system's employees, especially during the challenges of the past year and a half. When COVID-19 arrived at Atlantic's doorstep in March 2020, Lennon and his human resources team immediately sprang into action, implementing a range of additional mental, emotional, and financial well-being programs and resources for employees. Congratulations, Dennis Lennon. Serving as Chief Operating Officer at the Wireless Experience, Joseph Laporto leads daily operations, holds full P&L responsibility, and ensures a great workplace for 350-plus people across more than 80 locations in 5 states. Since joining TWE, he designed and led the digital and cultural transformation that has enabled the firm to compete against companies 20 times its size. In addition, he safely guided operations through a global pandemic, repositioning the company for continued expansion with multi-channel purchasing, a Gen Z workforce strategy, digital stores, and an e-commerce division. After a college injury ended his plans for a baseball career, Laporto has since become dedicated to supporting local youth baseball programs. Congratulations, Joseph Laporto. Ever since he entered the accounting profession, Christopher Martin has made it his goal to become a partner at an accounting firm. That goal recently came true when he was named a member of the firm at Sobel Co., where, since joining 6 years ago, he has become a subject matter expert, devoting a significant amount of his time specifically to Sobel Co.'s food and beverage practice, working with food manufacturers and distributors and retail supermarket owners in the tri-state area. Realizing this goal and knowing that I am helping lead our firm into the future makes it that much greater of an achievement for me, he says. Congratulations, Christopher Martin. In 2018, Daniel McCann joined Surety Title Company, LLC, to serve as the first general counsel in the company's 27-year history. Since then, he has been praised by his co-workers for implementing procedures enabling the company to thrive, and most recently for navigating the challenges of the global pandemic and keeping business moving forward while competitors were forced to close. Outside of work, McCann is gearing up to run a marathon in Antarctica this December, with a goal to run marathons in all 7 continents while raising funds for a charity during each one. Antarctica will be his 6th and support the New Jersey Breast Cancer Research Fund. Congratulations, Daniel McCann. After leaving graduate school with a master's degree in education with plans to teach high school social studies, Julia Maroney was faced with a tight teaching market. Given the opportunity to serve as a receptionist at an engineering firm, her career path took an unexpected turn. Since then, she has advanced from being a front desk receptionist to serving as Director of Marketing at French & Perello Associates, a full-service engineering and consulting firm with 8 office locations throughout the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic. Over the years, Maroney has also been involved in a number of charitable organizations to serve and give back to both her community and peers. Congratulations, Julia Maroney. An Associate Director of Programs and Services at Homeless Solutions Incorporated, Shannon Muti considers herself fortunate to have found a career that is truly fulfilling and gives her something to look forward to. In my line of work, success is very visible. I love seeing the transformation that takes place from the moment a person walks into our shelter for the first time to the day they leave, she says. In her role, Muti offers strategic guidance across all programs, manages and trains staff, and provides a range of direct services to families, from crisis intervention and case management to supportive counseling and more. Congratulations, Shannon Muti. In 2017, while serving as a full-time student at Pennsylvania State University, majoring in health policy and administration, and earning a minor in psychology, Valerie Hortense obtained an internship with the Mental Health Association of Monmouth County, which ended up launching her professional career. Today, as project evaluator at Preferred Behavioral Health Group, she helps the behavioral healthcare organization in its mission to deliver quality and compassionate behavioral health services by working to improve agency processes and integrate a new approach to care. She also serves as an official supervisor of a data collection and evaluation team. Congratulations, Valerie Hortense. Serving as Associate Vice President of Student Affairs at Felician University, Janelle Owens enjoys encouraging students to make self-sufficient decisions, educating through programming, empowering students through involvement in co-curricular activities, and serving as a support system as they grow and develop. As a former first-generation college student, my experience played a large role in finding my career in higher education, and I am proud to work towards institutional change that supports the success of many future first-generation college students, she says. When it comes to her success, Owens credits her mom for showing her how to overcome challenges as a Black woman and to keep fighting for what is right. Congratulations, Janelle Owens. During her senior year of college, Jessica Padilla Gonzalez set a goal for herself that by the age of 30, she would be the executive director of a nonprofit that helps people and makes a difference. Currently serving as the executive director of the Housing Partnership, which she achieved at the age of 29, she couldn't be more proud of knowing that the information, resources, and actions she takes every day are impacting the lives of others in a positive way. In addition to her role at the Housing Partnership, she is involved in many charities and organizations in her community, including serving on the board of Preschool Advantage and on the executive committee of Connecting Dover. Congratulations, Jessica Padilla Gonzalez. Serving as a broker associate and team leader of the Pansini Group with Keller Williams Metropolitan, Catherine Pansini says she loves helping buyers and sellers make their dreams come true, whether they are first-time buyers who saved up years to buy a home or sellers downsizing after the kids went off to college. I also love helping my team and teaching new agents tips I have learned over the years, says Pansini, who started her real estate career in 2015 with the honorary award of Rookie of the Year for the most home sales by a single agent in their first year in the business. Since then, she has earned additional awards, most recently receiving the Wall Street Journal Top Number 40 team in the state. Congratulations, Catherine Pansini. According to Christina Pinzone, her greatest personal achievement was taking a leap of faith to start her own government affairs and public relations company, Stateside Affairs, at the age of 30. As a product of Elizabeth and the daughter of a first-generation immigrant, it is very important to me to set goals and examples that will improve my family and serve as a positive example to other young entrepreneurs, says Pinzone, who brings to her role as president and chief executive officer more than 15 years of media and government experience, having worked for several high-profile organizations. In addition to her professional career, she has held various senior positions for political campaigns across New Jersey. Congratulations, Christina Pinzone. Adam Piddle serves as Chief Executive Officer of Magna Power Electronics, a vertically integrated U.S. manufacturer of cutting-edge programmable high-power products, where he leads day-to-day operations and strategic direction. Under his leadership, Magna Power has experienced over 400% growth, addressing markets that include high-energy physics and particle accelerators, defense, electric vehicle development, and battery and semiconductor manufacturing. While at Magna Power, Piddle founded EE Power as a digital-only power electronics publication, which was acquired in 2018 by EE Tech Media, joining its network of publications and one of the largest online communities of electrical engineers. Congratulations, Adam Piddle. When Joel Pomales looks back to where his life was 10 years ago, he feels especially proud to be currently serving as Chief Executive Officer of Mainstream Recovery. Homeless by the age of 16, Pomales was addicted to drugs and had dropped out of school. He began his recovery 10 years ago at the age of 26 with an 8th grade education, no employment history, severe depression, and not much family social support. With access to much-needed treatment and recovery services, I was able to put my illnesses in remission and enter recovery, which has empowered me to lead the life I live today, says Pomales, who became inspired to help others in similar situations. Congratulations, Joel Pomales. Recognized as a serial entrepreneur, Christopher Sesh-Audrey has had a passion for data and numbers that began as a child. When he turned 19 years old, he began a career on Wall Street helping high-net-worth individuals and institutions identify opportunities in high-yield debt securities. Having helped build multiple companies from the ground up, Sesh-Audrey decided to bootstrap his own tech company, PhotoSesh, a marketplace of photographers which has now grown to 10,000 professionals across North America. As CEO, he also leads the company in sponsoring charitable events, especially the ones that involve kids' activities that staff can actually attend. Congratulations, Christopher Sesh-Audrey. Serving as Chief School Administrator of Carlstadt East Rutherford Beckton Regional School District, Dr. Diario Sforza is a transformational and visionary educational leader who relentlessly pursues his vision with passion, perseverance, empathy, and wisdom. Sforza understands the power of relationships, building a positive school culture, and establishing a common and collaborative vision through a team of diverse voices. With over 1/3 of the district's student population being economically disadvantaged, he strives daily to never forget his humble beginnings as a first-generation child and works persistently to offer students equitable opportunities. Congratulations, Dr. Diario Sforza. As Director of Sustainability at Hackensack Meridian Health, Kyle Tafuri leads corporate sustainability, ensuring the medical center is building a healthier environment for patients inside and outside the walls of its 17 hospitals. From cleaner air to sustainably sourced products and food, he makes changes every day that help improve patient health, creating an environment conducive to healing while minimizing HMH's carbon footprint. According to Tafuri, he's inspired by the opportunity to work for a health system that empowers him to be disruptive by challenging the status quo with a goal of making a positive, meaningful, and lasting difference. Congratulations, Kyle Tafuri. Shortly after joining Atlantic Health's Morristown Medical Center as a cardiac surgeon, Dr. Benjamin Van Boxtel opened the Atlantic Aortic Center, which he says was the culmination of years of medical school, followed by nearly a decade of brutal surgical training in open-heart surgery and complex thoracic aortic disease. Having the ability to now provide excellent and nuanced care to patients across New Jersey and beyond who suffer from complex aortic disease, he considers it one of his greatest career accomplishments. When he's not renovating the human heart, Van Boxtel enjoys renovating his Victorian home from the late 1800s. Congratulations, Dr. Benjamin Van Boxtel. Since joining Ernst & Young 16 years ago, Andrea Varga says her greatest professional achievement has been making partner at the firm in 2019. I am proud to have made it to this level while balancing work and family in a position that allows me to be a role model and inspire women to have it all, says Varga, who is currently the only woman tax partner in the firm's Iselin office. Within the community, Varga also enjoys being a role model and mentored to accounting and finance majors at Rutgers Business School. Additionally, she is a volunteer for the newly created Women's Leadership Committee of Wall Township, whose mission is to educate, inspire, and encourage female leaders. Congratulations, Andrea Varga.
The best piece of advice I received from a mentor is you never want to look back and say you could have done more. That piece of advice keeps me focused, keeps me motivated, and keeps me determined to succeed.
My father, who was also an affordable housing developer, gave me the best professional advice in early age that I still use, and he said, "Success is not the absence of failure. It's the perseverance through failure."
So the best piece of advice I've ever received from a mentor came from Nikki Sumter, who is my mentor at Atlantic Health System. She told me to surround yourself with people who are extremely smart and talented in areas where you are have an opportunity to grow, and you and the team will all thrive together. And I've definitely taken her up on that advice.
At trial, there are things that are going to be outside of your control. There are things that are going to happen that you won't expect. You can't necessarily control what happens, but you can control how you react to what happens. And how you react to what happens is what makes the difference.
The best piece of advice I've received from a mentor is to show people what you want to achieve and the value you bring to the firm.
The best promotions don't feel like promotions at all, meaning you're not waiting for the next title or the next level in order to work to your full potential. That you should be pushing yourself all along, and so when the promotion or the opportunity comes, you're ready.
Best piece of advice that I've received from my mentor, Maria Imbolzano, is to advocate for yourself. Without Maria's guidance over the years, I wouldn't be receiving this award today. I created the Women's Initiative at the firm in recognition of the benefits that diversity has on the firm as a whole, and in order to attract, retain, and promote female attorneys within the firm.
I would say the best piece of advice that I ever received was to help as many people as possible. Having that be my mission, my purpose, my focus, rather than anything else, I think is what really empowered me to be where I am today, to do the work that I've done, to be amongst such accomplished peers that are here with us today. So definitely to just help as many people as possible in the work that I do.
The best ongoing advice I think I've gotten from many mentors over the years is that you never stop learning. You finish med school, you finish residency, you finish certain parts of your training, but you never really stop learning. I have a partner here who always says every day is a school day, and I try to think about that every day when I come to work.
My greatest mentors happen to be both of my parents and my boss, Geraldine Lawrence. Each of them are extraordinary humans in their own right, and they each have taught me in their own way that when it comes to success, do your best and forget the rest. There is immense pressure that tends to come with achieving success and wanting to do what is right by either friends, family, or clients. And if a lot of focus is spent on what everybody else is doing or things that you can't control, that can only get in the way.
Honestly, the best piece of advice that I received from a mentor, believe it or not, would probably be around the concept of making a mistake. And that was that they should be rare, you should own it immediately, and you should move forward with confidence.
One of the best pieces of advice that I've received from a mentor is to work hard and dedicate yourself to being the subject matter expert in the room. And when you are, own that. No matter what point you're at in your career, be confident in the value of your skills, knowledge, and the contribution that you make to the conversation.
One of the best pieces of advice I've ever received is from Kurt Fields, President and CEO of the Turl Fund and my boss and mentor. And he tells us that we need to put the client first. For us, that's the agencies we fund, our partners in the field, ultimately the children and families that we serve. And we constantly need to be asking ourselves, is what we're doing in service of them?
The most profound thing I've learned in my professional career is the importance of a name. Remembering someone's name shows that you value who they are. And business is the art of people. When you can build strong relationships, success is inevitable. Thank you so much, New Jersey Biz. I'm truly honored.
And that concludes our 2021 40 Under 40 Awards program. Congratulations to all of the honorees for their dedication and contributions to the Garden State. To say it was well-deserved would be an understatement. And again, NJBIZ is so proud to have played a role in honoring each and every one of you. I would also like to give a shout out to everyone attending and to all of you who chatted with us during the presentation. Finally, thank you to the entire New Jersey business community for supporting us in these challenging times. It means the world to all of us at NJBIZ. For over 30 years, we have been the voice of New Jersey business news digitally, in print, in person, and also virtually. We are here because of you, and we continue to be in this together. We are all New Jersey strong. Be safe, stay healthy, and you know what? Take the rest of the day off. If anyone has any problems with that, just have them give me a ring. And you're welcome. Congratulations and have a great day.